Today, I want to make you aware of an initiative that I'm launching in order to reform and strengthen the criminal justice system in Pierce County. Recently, the worst economic situation in decades has resulted in budget cuts to sheriff's personnel, to the Pierce County Jail, to the prosecutor's office, and to the courts. This all comes at a time when Pierce County's property crime and violent crime rates are way too high, and when we're seeing more deadly assaults on law enforcement officers. This is not welcome news for Pierce County. You know, in the late 80s and early 90s, we were the drive-by shooting capital of the region. Then 10 years ago, we became the meth lab capital of the state. Thankfully, the community and the criminal justice system working together was able to come together and overcome these two issues. Sadly, we may be on our way to becoming the cop-killing capital of America. This is not a distinction that we want. If we experience another crime crisis while we cut public safety budgets, it may well undermine the economic recovery in this region. After all, businesses, jobs, and home buyers will always seek to avoid high crime areas. So what should we do? It's too easy to blame the executive and the council. The money is just not there right now. What do we do? First, you should expect agencies to do what we are doing here in the Sheriff's Department. Carefully prioritize services and do whatever we can, even when our budget is reduced. There's one more thing we can do. It will help us in the long run, and it costs very little. We should take this opportunity to establish a county-wide criminal justice strategic plan. Then we should implement that plan as economic conditions improve. I recognize that there are already efforts underway to audit and improve aspects of the system, but these efforts address problems piecemeal. It's as if you hired a termite exterminator and the exterminator dealt with one termite at a time. These efforts all fail to address one important question: what should the criminal justice system of this county look like in the future? You know, Pierce County currently has a population of about 813,000 people, but the criminal justice system is organized for a population that's smaller, about 600,000. In a few years, Pierce County will have a population of about 1 million. Think about that, 1 million people. Do we really want to wake up in a few years and wonder why our criminal justice system is totally overwhelmed by crime and overcrowding? Or do we want to take steps now? Here's what I believe. If we can anticipate it, we can do something about it. So what should we do to prepare? First off, let's not hire some high-priced pro from Dover consultant to charge us lots of money and tell us things we already know. Let's form a small group, no more than a dozen elected and appointed officials, and let's produce a simple, solid criminal justice plan. The plan needs to address realistic approaches to issues such as law enforcement staffing, jail population and crowding, court dockets, the ability to deliver fair, timely trials, ability of prosecutors to mount strong prosecutions and address the growing crime problems. It should also consider funding mechanisms because Pierce County deserves a first-class criminal justice system. The plan should set the stage for the criminal justice system for the next 5 years. Let's stop tinkering with the same minor problems. Let's stop pretending that problems will go away if we ignore them. Let's take some thoughtful action. Let's wake up. Let's act now. Let's decide that what we'll do and how we will get where we need to be. One more question. Why should those who live in city jurisdictions really care about the county criminal justice system? Well, first of all, because criminals don't obey city limit signs. They're looking for victims no matter where they live. But there's another reason as well. Because wherever and whenever an arrest is made for a felony crime, a murder, a robbery, a rape, a major theft, the county is responsible for jailing, prosecuting, trying, and often providing defense counsel in these cases. The cost of dealing with serious crime falls largely on the county criminal justice system. Thus, a strong county criminal justice system protects both the people who live in cities and towns as well as those who live in unincorporated Pierce County. The question for everyone who lives anywhere in the county is this: as our county population grows to 1 million people, how safe would you like to be? You can have as much or as little public safety as you choose. So, how much would you like? Let's get our act together now to assure that you and your family will have a safer future here in Pierce County. We can do this, and I intend to make it happen.